Every child deserves a healthy, happy childhood filled with laughter, learning, and play. Every child's eyes hold a world of dreams. But for some, those dreams are threatened by a silent, deadly enemy. Retinoblastoma, a rare but serious eye cancer that affects young children, usually under the age of 5. Every year, hundreds of children in India are affected by this rare but curable eye cancer. The good news? It is one of the most curable childhood cancers, if only we catch it in time. This is a fight we can win together through awareness and early action. This is more than awareness. It's about protecting vision, saving lives, and giving every child the chance to see the world they deserve. Through this video, we want to shine a light on eye cancer, retinoblastoma, because saving lives can start with seeing the signs. Retinoblastoma affects children all over the world with thousands of new cases each year. But the burden is not equally shared everywhere. Asia, including India, accounts for more than half of all retinoblastoma cases worldwide. India alone has the highest number of new cases every year. Sadly, many children here are diagnosed late.
Retinoblastoma is the most common eye cancer in children, which arises from the retina of the eyes. It's most commonly seen in children less than 3 years of age, but as early as they are born, it can be detected.
So initially, when the doctor said she was diagnosed with retinoblastoma, I was really not aware of the term retinoblastoma now. And we came to know that it is eye cancer. Initially, there will be a white reflex, and also that white reflex will not be directly visible. So as a mother being closer to her, whenever she used to sleep in the few directions where the light falls on her, so that time I could identify that white reflex.
Now, talking about early detection, how do we detect it early? It's easy. Retinoblastoma, the early sign of this deadly, curable eye cancer, is with a white reflex. There will be a white spot in the center of the eye, which is actually easily detected with a photo flash. For example, if you take a camera, everyone has a camera now, be it a smartphone or an SLR camera. When you try to take a picture of a child, or anyone for that matter, you usually get a red reflex. But instead of a red reflex, if you're getting a white reflex with a photo flash, that means something is growing inside. So white reflex, or the cat's eye reflex, is the most common early sign of retinoblastoma. Children can have squinting of the eye, and this basically depends upon where the retinoblastoma is growing, which can obscure the visualization, and the focus of the eye is gone, and so the eye starts squinting. Other symptoms can be like increase in the diameter or the size of the eyeball. We call it ophthalmos, and this is usually due to the increase in the eye pressure due to the tumor which is progressing and growing inside. They can have redness, they can have swelling of the eyelids, they can have swelling of the entire eye, and sometimes in a very, very bad advanced cases where the tumor has come out of the eye, they can have bulging of the eyeball. And of course, if it's a very, very advanced tumor, the child can have systemic features of crankiness, tiredness, headache, etc.
Retinoblastoma is one of the most curable of childhood cancers, but only if detected early. This brings us to the importance of eye and vision screening in children from birth. And of course, if any abnormality is detected in the eyes by the parents or caregivers, be it a defect in vision, squinting, or even small redness, everything should be evaluated by an eye specialist. If retinoblastoma is suspected, the child is referred to an eye cancer specialist, an ocular oncologist. A detailed eye evaluation under anesthesia is performed. Various specialized tools are used to examine every part of the eye in detail to detect any signs of the disease. Findings are carefully documented with high-quality images captured for accurate records and ongoing monitoring. Advanced imaging like MRI helps check if the cancer has spread beyond the eye. These steps are essential to confirm the diagnosis, plan the most effective treatment, and improve the chances of cure. The entire process is discussed in detail with the child's family, ensuring they understand every step because the journey can be long and challenging.
Now, as far as retinoblastoma management and treatment is concerned, we mostly emphasize on saving the life because it's a cancer and it's a deadly cancer. The happy news is it's a curable eye cancer if it is detected early. The primary treatment, when we see a child, when a child walks in with retinoblastoma, what we do is we examine and we actually stage the disease and we group the disease. Depending upon how small or big the tumor is, we decide what kind of management has to be given. Mostly it is chemotherapy. Chemotherapy are two types of chemotherapy. Mainly, it is intravenous systemic chemotherapy, which is, as common as given in any other cancers, where it goes through the vein and then it reaches the tumor in the eye and kills the tumor. The most advanced way of giving chemotherapy to a child with retinoblastoma is the intra-arterial chemotherapy, where we have a vessel which is very, very selective for the eye called the ophthalmic artery. A stent is put into the ophthalmic artery and chemotherapeutic drugs are injected into it, which is a targeted approach where you're targeting the tumor and killing the tumor. Other chemotherapeutic modalities that we have is a focal treatment where you inject drugs into the eye in various, spaces of the eye. It could be intravitreal, it could be intracameral sometimes, it can be periocular. Now, once we save and consolidate the tumor with primary treatment like chemotherapy, whether it's systemic chemotherapy or intraarterial chemotherapy, we consolidate it with focal therapies. And this can be cryotherapies, it can be laser therapies, and sometimes in certain situations, we even give radiation, which is again targeted and localized, and that is called the plaque brachytherapy.
महीना वो आंटी को एनेस्थीसिया देके जांच करते हैं वो एक ही दिन सुस्ती रहती, दूसरे दिन एक्टिव हो जाता वो.
Despite their tender age, these brave children face examinations, treatments, and tests with a strength and resilience that inspires everyone around them. Every child is unique, and so is their journey with retinoblastoma.
Retinoblastoma is a genetic disease. How does retinoblastoma happen is with a mutation in a gene called the retinoblastoma gene. However, there are various advances in the researches and various other mutations which has been identified. So basically, if a parent has retinoblastoma, there is a high chance that the newborn child or any children in the family can have retinoblastoma. If one child is born with retinoblastoma, there is again a chance of the other child or the next child being born with retinoblastoma. And that's how eye screening with a family history of retinoblastoma in the newborn kids is very, very crucial.
ನಮ್ಮ ತಂಗಿ ಮನೆ ಕಣ್ಣು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಗುಂದು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೈಸೂರು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ತೋರಿಸಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ಸರ್ ಎಮರ್ಜೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಂದಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಕ್ಕಾದ್ರು ಅದು ಬಿಜ್ಮೆ ಹೊಡಿತು. ಬಿಜ್ಮೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ನಾವು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ. ದುಡ್ಡು ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅವೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ಅವಕ್ಕೆ. ಅವ್ನು ತೀರೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಹುಟ್ಟಿದು ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ 6 ವರ್ಷ ಸಂದ್ರೆ ಮುಟ್ಟಿದವಳು. ಹುಟ್ಟಿದಾಗ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಅನುಭವ ಆಯ್ತಲ್ಲ, ತಕ್ಷಣಕ್ಕೆ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡು ಗುಣ ಆಯಿತು. ಗುಣ ಮಾಡಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇವ್ರು 9 ನಿಮಿಷ ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಅದು ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ತೋರಿಸಿ ನಾವು ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ಬಂದು ಈಗ ಗುಣವಾಗಿದೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಈಗೇನು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅವಳಿಗೆ. ಇಲ್ಲ ಹಂಗೆ 6 ವರ್ಷ ಅವಳಿಗೆ.
ಹಂಗೆ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂಥ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಕಂಡು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಸಮಸ್ಯೆ ಕಂಡು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರೀತಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಂಥ ಇದು ಸಡ್ಲ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಅವನಿಗೆ ಕೂಡ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಾವು ಚೆಕಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂತಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೂ ಕೂಡ ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯಂಥ ಮುಂದೆ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅನ್ನೋ ವಿಚಾರಕ್ಕೆ ಅವನಿಗೂ ಕೂಡ ವರ್ಷಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಚೆಕಪ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತೀವಿ.
In cases when we are not able to salvage the eye, enucleation is done and a customized ocular prosthesis is placed for these children, which gives them a near natural appearance. These children go to school, play, do well in their studies, and do all the other activities that a normal child would do to the best of their potential. So as far as the advancement in the treatment of retinoblastoma is concerned, we have come way forward. We are happy at this point of time in 2025. We are able to save life, of course, but more eyes and more vision in these children to give a brighter future for them. Retinoblastoma, although deadly, is highly curable. It's not just about medicine. It's about truly knowing these young patients building trust and caring for them as friends and family. After treatment, these little fighters grow into smart, confident individuals, and often they don't just leave as patients but return as friends who continue to inspire us as physicians.